Alright, I think that's good.
Are you sure?
No, but there's gotta be good stuff in it.
We're two broke college kids with lots to say, and we're totally qualified.
Welcome to Totally Qualified. I don't know why I'm doing that voice, but welcome. My name is Sergio, and
I am Freddie.
all right, that's pretty cool.
Alright, tell us what we're doing. What are we going to talk about today?
We're gonna talk about, what we think we're gonna be when we're over the age of 60. Yeah, it's a bit more focused today, so that's pretty cool. The condiments was kind of a nightmare.
Okay.
um,
Alright, so 60. Alright, so my first concern is getting to 60. Like, you know,
what's concerning? What's concerning?
like, am I going to live to see 60?
We corrected this question. Like, why did he say 60 plus if you don't think you're gonna make it to 60?
Alright, let's assume I make it to 60.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so I feel like my life for the most part isn't gonna change like until I get to like late 60s. Cause I feel like when you get to late 60s, that's when like you can't really do things anymore. Why are you laughing?
No. It's just because like, well, you're not even explaining like the beginning part of 60s. Like, is it that rapid of a decline?
Okay, so no, it's not. Oh, you want me to elaborate on that?
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Okay. Alright, so I don't think at least like when you get up there in age, oh god. When you get up there in age, I don't think there's like that bad. There's like not that much of a decline. Um I feel like just like seeing my parents with like the age they are now. My parents are like late 50s and like they don't seem to be having like that many health. They don't really have like health issues like right now. And I feel like
That's honestly really good.
if you fast forward that to like 10 years, um I still feel like they'll be fine, but I feel like um late 60s is when like people start to get like they start to get like issues with like health and everything. Cuz I like from what I think like an entire life, like the average life is probably 80 years.
hmm
Like
Honestly, it might be a little bit higher. Medicine is really up there, but
that's
I
true.
got what you
I'm
mean.
just saying that because the oldest person in my family lived to be 80 years.
Okay,
And so
okay.
that's kind of what I'm like basing it off of. And um I don't think like I guess it depends on what I guess like what you feel like people are when they're old. Like you kind of have like very like kind of like stereotyped like things that people do when they're old. Like people just think like, oh, once you get to like 70, you just automatically become senile. Like
Dude, that'd be so much fun, to be
no, it
honest. Yeah, I
wouldn't.
will. Yeah, I will. Are you kidding me?
Anyway, I forgot my point. But um
Okay. What
yeah,
what what
what I
stereotype?
think
What stereotype? Okay, what? Never mind. Maybe. Okay, let's backtrack a bit. That's honestly really good. That do you have like any family history, like medical wise, like when people get older,
oh
that
no,
you worry about?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, like for me, my asthma is concerned because like it's acting up right now, and it's just because of this stupid cat. Love Indy, but he makes me die. And I hope that it's better when I'm older, but it probably won't be, if I'm gonna be honest. And my grandpa also had a kidney cancer, which is honestly a fortunate cancer to have, okay? Because you can get rid of one whole kidney and still be fine. So that's what he did. And Everything worked out a-okay. So I mean, I guess I have a history for cancer, but he's the only one that really showed it. So I'm not sure
Mhm.
if that's even a cause for concern. But other than that, I think I think you have a decent bill of health.
I hope so.
I mean, you probably should stop like eating Wingstop and McDonald's and
You're the one that takes me to all those places.
okay. Future. We're talking about 60 plus.
Okay, yeah, I
Stereotypes.
don't think I'm eating Wingstop when I'm 60.
Dude, do you think Wingstop will be around?
Yes? You kidding me?
I don't know, man.
I
I
could
think
go into. I think we
I
could go
think
into a whole different topic of like when we
I
could.
feel like it's not going to be around.
Oh
Like
my
a
god!
terrible disaster is going to happen, and all Wingstops will be eradicated.
Bet,
Bet?
bet,
Bet?
bet.
How much?
Like
$2?
all of my money, which is probably like $2.
Come on, man. All right, but $2 is going to be worth like 2 cents in the future just because of inflation.
All of my money.
Okay. Anyway, any stereotypes that you think? Okay, I feel like I'm kind of in a weird spot. So I'm working in an undisclosed city. I'm not free to say, but we have a bingo program every Monday and Friday, and I'm forced to interact with the senior population. They're really funny, but then they're really crazy at the same time. It's really odd. Answering the phones, like talking to them, they're either already irritated that a 19-year-old kid is just talking to them on the phone, like, whatever, kid, like, I've seen all 60 wars in the US. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I just want to know if you want to play ping pong or not. Like, that's why you're on the phone, sir. But, or they just rant on and on and on. And it's honestly really sad. They seem like they don't have too many people to talk to. And I mean, I think that's just a culture here in the US. Like, we kind of push the seniors aside, which I kind of was doing. I was bad mouthing them. But anyway, my point was I do bingo occasionally, and I call these bingo numbers in front of easily like 200 seniors. And like, it makes me think because I have like easily 2 hours just to think about life and mortality when calling these bingo numbers. And I know for sure I'm not going to play bingo when I'm older. Like, at all. Like, do you think you're going to play bingo?
Maybe.
Why? What's the appeal to it?
So I can like pop off when I win. Can you imagine like a 70-year-old man just popping off because he won bingo? That's gonna be me.
There's like 16 games of bingo in one day. Nobody pops off.
I'm gonna be the guy.
You're going to be the last guy there. You're just going to be like, wait, guys, I won. I won. This mental image isn't even making any sense in my head anymore. Never mind.
You act like that's like a problem to begin with. I'll gladly be the last guy there.
It's so sad though.
Yeah. Anyway, I think the point that you brought up is like kind of like how as a society we push like the elderly more to like the side and everything. I
Mhm.
think that's kind of like it doesn't exemplify like I guess the stereotype that like old people are like senile and crazy, but I feel like that kind of like is a factor into it because if you've ever gone like a good long amount of time in isolation, like without like having communication with people or like being able to talk to anyone, it does a lot to you like mentally, like
Oh
it
yeah.
does so much. And I feel like I'm not saying everyone does this. I honestly really don't know that many people who do, but like when they get older and like their parents get older and like one of their parents dies and they just put like the other person in a home and like that they kind of just like that's like they're just done with like that whole that whole ordeal of like having to figure out what to do with them.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like that just kind of like plays into the fact that like these people like actually don't have anyone to talk to. Like I don't know how it is in a home. I don't know how people like make friends and like communicate with each other, but I think that like that plays like a bigger part in like what it is.
I'm sorry. This is a very serious thing, but you're acting like they're aliens to each other, and like they can't just go knocking on each other's door or something.
No, I mean like do they do that though?
Okay. I actually have some context to this. My grandma, she unfortunately is not mentally stable, so we have her in an assisted, independent living apartment thing in a nearby city. So my grandpa and my grandma have been separated for easily like something like 30 something years. So she's basically on her own. And she her pastimes, I believe, are going to the library and just hanging out when she isn't holed up in her room going bonkers. But yeah, it's kind of weird because like you could tell that she is kind of lonely, but at the same time, like you're at least for us, it's really hard because when we are with her, it's just not only really uncomfortable, but like she's it's just sad because like the memory of her is kind of tarnished, I guess. And wow, this podcast really took like a sadder turn.
I also think that like age plays like a really big factor into that too.
Mhm.
It's not just not having the ability to talk to people, not people in general, but people that you've been around with, like you've been around your entire life,
Mhm.
like your family and everything. Um, but yeah, that's just a sad thought. This is a really sad topic. All right, what's gonna happen when I'm 60 plus? Um, I'll probably be like still as dumb as I am now. Like I hope at some point like I'll mature into a functioning like person of society.
Sorry, I would love if like you gave the worst advice to like your grandkids.
No, I'm not gonna tell my grandkids like we ate like Tide Pods back in my day, so you should eat Tide Pods now and bring the trend back.
It allows you to transcend to a new level, and then that's where I come in. And
All right, Sergio, I'm just gonna talk real quick. What the fuck was that voice? What's that voice you just did right now? Is that how you're gonna sound when you're 60?
yeah,
Is
yeah.
that, is that what you're gonna do?
Fucking
Sorry.
Freddie, we have like 2 seconds. Okay, more like 2 minutes, but
Oh no.
oh my god, you ruined our setup.
No, it's fine. All right.
Okay, do you think you're gonna be like the old man Jenkins, like get off my lawn?
No, I
Okay.
might ironically be that, but I don't think so.
Can we be like neighbors and just yell at like?
If like we're like best friends, but like we never told our families that, and so they just think they're just like two people that hate each other, like on the opposite side of the street.
I was gonna call you like Robert or something. Like I'd pretend not to know your name. Hey Robert, your petunias are wilting.
I'm not gonna grow petunias when I'm 60.
What's your retort? This is 70-year-old Sergio trash talking your petunias.
I'm just gonna be like,
You're gonna have your normal voice.
yeah, I'm still gonna have my normal voice. I'm not gonna like be fucking Clint Eastwood in every movie Clint Eastwood's been in. Just gonna be like,
Okay,
I don't know
honestly,
what
I know
you're
I've
talking
never
about.
seen a Clint Eastwood movie.
Really?
Yeah,
All right, we're watching a Clint Eastwood movie.
but it's like 2 a.m.
Not today. Anyways, we have 30 seconds. What are you gonna be like when you're 60?
A firefighter, a nurse, and an astronaut.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Totally Qualified podcast. It's been a real treat. We kind of talked about the topic for like
2
2
seconds.
minutes.
And sorry for it a little bit serious today, but hopefully it was entertaining.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. We love you.
Bye.